you registered. If someone can just give us a bit of a comment, the comments are enabled. You should be able to write anything, just say hi or something and send it to us so we know that you can hear us. We'll just wait a few minutes. Hi, Erin, thank you. I'll just make sure that we are recording as well. Yeah.
Malika, Jade, Elizabeth, Rachel, Lisa, Shannon, Nat, Zoe, Carly, another Elizabeth, Sarah.
Yes, happy Good Friday, everyone. Thank you for joining us on Friday. Unfortunately, we don't have any champagne to be enjoying ourselves in the studio right now. All right, so we'll wait just a couple of minutes to see if some more people join us before we get started. So we don't want anyone to miss that. I don't want to be repeating information. However, what I will say is that at any point throughout this webinar, if you have a question, just write it straight away. Don't wait for us to ask because we'll come back to it later. And if you wait, you'll forget the question. And it's really important that we get them all answered. Anything you guys want to talk about before we start? No, we're good. No, that's not helpful.
Just in and out.
Talk about, have a conversation. Talk about something.
Did anyone eat lots of chocolate today?
Don't you eat that on Sunday? Like Good Friday isn't the chocolate day.
Every day is chocolate day.
Every day is chocolate day.
Oh dear. Okay. Oh yeah, a few more coming on now.
I can't even see that.
What can you actually have the glasses on?
I actually can't read it at all.
That's
Writing there.
Since she's joined us, she's also said hi there.
So we won't put Sarah in charge of the questions.
Sarah can't read the questions.
Oh, lucky you, that person just won't read it. All right.
Yep.
Oh, why did that happen?
It's a screensaver. It's okay. We're good.
Okay, people. Small technical difficulty.
I'm in charge of tech now.
All right. So just a reminder, if you've just joined us, at any time if you have questions, write them out straight away. Don't wait till we ask the questions. We'll come back and answer them once we've been through everything that we need to get through, but post your questions as soon as you think of one. So I'm going to start right from the very beginning as if you don't know what fantasy is, just in case there are people on here that have never done it before. Basically, fantasy is a showcase that we put on every 2 years, and it's designed for our students to have the ability to be able to perform on stage, but not the pressure of having to come up with something on their own. You guys, according to your skill level, so everyone who's in the show with you will be of a similar level to you, and that way we make sure that you are doing something on stage that you feel comfortable with and that suits your level of ability. So it's just really good peace of mind, and it's also really what's the word, like it brings people together, being able to perform as a group, and you know, you'll develop a lot of friendships and have a really great time doing it. What else? So it's separated by levels. So some shows will be that level only, and it all goes depending on the interest we've gotten. If you can't hear me okay, please say something. Connection's breaking up. Yes, it is being sent out after this. We will post the link. Yeah, if everyone's having that connection problem, just let us know that our Wi-Fi is on high.
Good.
Yeah, so some levels will be that level only, so, you know, like just level 5 or something like that, depending on the interest that we've gotten. If the interest hasn't been great enough to have a whole level, then we combine a few and do like level 5 to 7. But if you're in, say for example, level 5 and the only show you're doing is level 5 to 7, you won't be expected to be doing level 6 and 7 tricks in that show. You will only do what your skill allows you to do at the fantasy. So by now you've probably put your name down already for what show that you're interested in doing. Your decision may change after you've watched this webinar. So if it does, that's totally fine. We will be posting you to re-register again if you want to change your preference based on what you find out today. If it stays the same, no need to do anything.
If we're doing the mannequin challenge, we are not doing the mannequin challenge. Our Wi-Fi connection is still strong. Is it clearing up for anyone? Are we still having pretty bad breaking up connection issues?
Do we need to go closer to our modem? Mine's good.
Everyone go to Malika's house.
Everyone go hang out with Malika.
Or Laura.
Okay, so
that's probably a good thing, Georgia. You don't need this right now.
Don't need it.
okay, don't worry because we are videoing this, so we'll make it available after. Yeah, I think I agree, Sarah. I think it's other people's connection.
No
it would be volume on your computer because the audio is selected here and something like that. We'll move on. So yeah, so by now you've probably put your name down for a level. Don't stress too much if you change your mind. However, I will say that if you have completed the form more than once in order to be in multiple shows,
Thank you for your enthusiasm.
yeah, we can only allow anyone into one show because for scheduling the shows on the night, it's impossible to keep track of over 200 performers and what shows they're in and make sure that they don't end up back to back. So yeah, so if you've done it twice, I would suggest that you do it again, putting down what your actual first preference is, because you might get into a show that you don't really want to be in. Okay, once we have selected what show you'll be in based on your preferences, there are no changes. So yeah, you decide. Basically, be sure is the point. Be sure about the level that you want to do. Don't be umming and ahhing. Don't be like, you know, if you get into 3 and wish you had to put down 4, we can't change it after that. So be sure now with what you registered for that link. Because we will, if you put down in the one link, put down your first and second preference, we will be choosing the show that we feel will best suit your skills. So our goal is always to make sure that you look your best on stage. So if you don't get your first preference, you most likely will get your second preference. However, whichever one you do get, we can't choose another student or anything like that. We just can't do that. So how does the preparation for fantasy work? Basically, it's an 8-week course, similar to what you've been doing all this time as a student. However, it's an 8-week fantasy course. In this course, it's the same deal, 1 hour once a week, 8 weeks. You come that day and that time for 8 weeks. You learn your routine over the 8 weeks. The only things that change, however, is that you need to take this a hell of a lot more seriously. So those moments of, it's a bit too cold, I might skip class, you can't do that with fantasy. You need to make every effort to be at every class. Also, we can't, for the sake of the show, we can't have people that are half thinking about it or not. Like, you're either in or you're not, because if you decide halfway through that you want to drop out or swap to a normal level class, that teaches the program the entire show all over again without you. So we just ask you to be mindful of that and try to make sure that you can make, you know, at least 7 out of the 8 classes. Yeah, so obviously there's no makeup because it's that fantasy course that you're, and yeah, no deferring after the term has started. In addition, in addition to the course, you're probably going to want to practice with your team a lot outside of your course, and we highly recommend that you do. And for that reason, we've sort of restructured things a little bit this year, because we found in the past that there's been real struggle with practice time outside of your class, and struggles with students trying to use the same room and have the music and have the space. It's really great things to try and solve that problem this year, which I will tell you about later. However, my message right now is be prepared to devote extra time outside of your class to the show. That's a really important one. What happens over the 8 weeks of the course is that in week 1, that your teacher will even start your course. In week 1, she will test out her combos on you and decide who will go into what sections of the show. If you've watched fantasy before, not everyone does everything exactly the same in the entire show. Usually we take 10 people per show and there's 5 holding stage. There's a lot of swapping going on and creative choreography and things like that. So the combos that you get slotted into will be slotted into for week 1. So therefore you've got an entire 8 weeks to practice the combos that are going to be yours on stage on the night. There's no learning a trick in fantasy. You need to know them already. So it will just be a matter of how you decided to put those together for your show. You'll also be told your screensaver is like, doesn't give you no time. Eh? It's like Sarah's gone to sleep, blown off. You'll also be told in week 1 what your costume is, and this is one thing that we're also really trying to work really hard on this year, to get everything out to you guys from the start so you know where you stand. So in week 1, you'll be told what your costume is, where we recommend you get it from, what we expect it to cost, and all those sorts of things. You can make minor changes, however, it's a group thing. So the costumes that are being put together are to make the group show look its best on stage, and it's better that you don't change it. However, we are sensitive to want to look on stage, so it's not a too bad sort of situation. It's just always comes back to remember that you are on stage with a group of people. It's not just you. So we need to make everyone happy, which is easy.
Yeah. Very easy.
Yeah. So I'll give you an idea now. To budget around, we're estimating about $150 to $200 for your costume. However, that does include shoes. And with fantasy, in case you don't know, we always give you your fantasy sheathing off those shoes. It's our way of thanking you for being part of the show, but also you don't have to get them from us. You're not going to find cheaper because we're giving them, however, you're welcome to shop around. What else? So that all happens in week 1. From week 2 to 8, it's just all routine over and over and over and over until it's perfected. And it's all choreographed to your ability, so don't stress. So if you're like, you know, I'm in level 2, but I can't do the nasty girl, so I'm not going to put you in the part that has the nasty girl. Like, anyone can do fantasy. So don't worry about that. It's all done to your skill. I'll just have a quick squeeze of these questions if they're related.
It's to your ability when you're, depending on how long you've been in that class, you need to have completed the level.
Oh, yeah, no, that's coming. I'll get to
those
that.
sort of things will come up.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a sec. All right, so the next thing is, in addition to your 8-week course, we have a big sort of like a run through, which happens, it'll be week 7 of the term. Is it week 7?
Yeah.
So that will be Saturday the 4th of June, and we're doing it from 5:30. And I know it's like Saturday night 5:30, but we're doing it so that people don't have to miss work. Hopefully, and let's just make a party of it.
Come and hang out with us.
It'll be fine.
We're lots of fun.
But we need to do that day because that is the day that we run through every show in order. That is the day that you perform to me, which is fun.
Fantastic, great. It's not stressful at all. Not at all.
And sometimes we need to make changes based on what we see on that day. And it's not a test of you guys at all. It's a test of the show. It's a test of, does this show work well after show and before this show, and where do we need to have intermission, things like that. We need to have that run through, and also give you peace of mind of feeling like you performed it before you actually really do perform it on the night. So it's highly recommended that you come to that day. That day is at no cost to you. However, we would say put aside the night along.
Hopefully not, but just in case.
That happens 7, so that if there are any changes to the show or anything that's not working out, or any recommendations or anything like that, you've still got a week to work on it. So you still have a class left after that and practice time, and then you'll spend another week after that before the actual show on stage. So plenty of time.
When the actual show is.
Don't know. When is it?
Okay, Saturday, the 8th of July. Write that down, people.
If you have the Pole Planner app, you would know.
Yes, you should all download it.
Saturday, the 8th of July is Fantasies at the National Theatre. Everyone logged off on the way. Okay. All right, going on. So that's that run through. Then on the day, I'm going to be very brief about what happens on the day, because you'll find out more when you're actually in the course. Your teachers will give you this information. But roughly, you will arrive at the venue at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And the reason for that is because we do a daytime final rehearsal before the actual show starts that night. So it is a very long day, and prepare for a very long day. You have to be at that rehearsal. And that rehearsal isn't, half an hour on stage working out what you're going to do. It's literally you run through your show once and you're done. It's literally your chance to dance on the pole that you'll be dancing on the night. So there's no time to waste there. So it's really important that you're not late and that you're prepared. Sorry for the day. This year we are trying our hardest as makeup and hair volunteers, because we understand that that's quite a big cost for people that are involved in fantasy, and so we're trying to work with quite a few big companies to get we have 200 people hair and makeup. So if you happen to know anyone who's who has a business that does that kind of education, or even if they are just hair and makeup artists, or anyone that you know that might want to be involved, it is a voluntary thing, but we will give you professional photos in return for doing hair and makeup. We'd really love it if you do know people that you could reach out to and let them know to get in touch with us. The best email for that is the events email. So it's events with an S at wholeprincess.com.au. The more volunteers we have to do hair and makeup, the better, and then the cheaper it's going to be for all you guys. Have I forgotten anything, guys? All right, so let's go through the rules, the fun stuff. Fantasy is professionally videoed and it's professionally photographed. So if you have an issue with being in a video or professionally photographed, you just don't do fantasy. Because we can't, there's no way that we can edit you out of a video. And it wouldn't be fair on other people who are in your group to miss out on having that memory if you've got a job that doesn't allow you to be video for whatever reason. So just know that in advance. Next, attendance. It's really important not to miss a class. If you're just feeling a bit tired or a little bit, headache or whatever, just come. Even if you have to sit down and take notes, but watch what your group are doing that day. We're heading into winter and it will be hard, but once you're there, it'll be fine. Just get yourself there. Because it's a group performance, we need you to contribute. We need you to be loyal to the group in order for it to run really well. Next one, choosing the level. So this is where you may want to change your preference after you hear this. Basically, when it comes to choosing the level that you're going to perform in at Fantasy, we always recommend that you go down a level from what you're doing now. And the reason for that is because when you're on stage on the night, if you're not someone who performs regularly, or if you're someone who gets nervous, the adrenaline is going to make it 10 times harder to do things than what it is in class. So if you're struggling in class, it's just not going to be an enjoyable experience when you're on stage. You're going to freak out that you're not going to get something and all that kind of stuff. So it's just not worth it. We want you to put on the best show that you can do. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to have fun. And so that's why we always recommend you go down a level. If you are someone with an amazing skill that can do, higher level tricks or whatever, the teacher might use that anyway. Once she knows your skill, she'll use your skill to make it the best show possible. So don't stress too much about it. Also, if, for example, you put your name down for a level that you haven't said, we can't take you into that. So it's really important that you put your name down for the highest level or up to the highest level that you have completed with us. So if you complete a level higher somewhere else, it doesn't count because A, you don't know our curriculum, and B, you don't know your skills. So you need to make sure that it's the highest level that you completed at Cold Princess is the highest one that you go for, or lower if you feel like it. We don't teach tricks in the Fantasy course, so that's also another reason why. You need to know all of the tricks that are going to, otherwise you'll waste time and then the routine isn't perfect, you're not 100% on time, technique's not perfect, and you probably won't have a great time on stage. So yeah, if you've heard that and it changes your mind, you put your name down, don't worry, because we'll be posting it again to give you the opportunity to change the preference.
Just with the attendance, ladies, I think someone said they're away on week 7 with that run through. If it's something that you are absolutely no way you can't be there, fair enough, make sure you let us know.
Discuss that with your teacher.
Yeah, the teacher's going to need to, don't stress, that's understandable, we're not going to make you fly back.
Or
So
maybe
have a chat to your instructor. They might tell you different things to start working on for now. They might give you the information before you go.
If it's 1 or 2 unavoidable weeks, we can work around it. But if you're not coming just because your favourite TV series has started, that's going to be a problem.
I mean, The Bachelor is done. So that cuts out this.
Record.
With the rehearsal today, in your best interest to make sure that you can be there, but if you legitimately can't, then you just can't. Don't worry, the rest of the team will pick up for you instead. With Fantasy, you as a performer do not pay for a ticket. So when the tickets do go on sale, at some point, don't buy a ticket for yourself. You will be allocated a spot to sit to watch the show when you're not performing, and it's only after you've performed. Before you perform, you need to stay backstage. Afterwards, you're welcome to join in an allocated space that we give you. If you want to sit with family and friends, we can't do that.
So you can buy a ticket then. If you want to sit with family and friends, you can buy a ticket, but it's not required.
There's intermissions that you can hang out with them anyway.
I'm going to hang out with us anyway.
But the backstage fun is pretty cool. If you're under 18, yes, you can perform. Under 18s can come watch too.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
They do serve alcohol at the venue, but just to show ID, so fine. We are allowing our staff to well. We haven't allowed that in the past, so it doesn't really make much of a difference to you guys.
Patience, Jasmine, you'll find out soon. Trust no thing.
Patient one.
We haven't thought of it. We're hoping it comes to us. All right, so what are you eligible for? I went through that. The highest level you completed at Pole Princess in 2017, mind you. So you have to have completed that level recently, either this term, if you're currently doing it, or last term. For example, if you've done level 4 in this term or last term, however you're advanced in the studio, you're only eligible for level 4 or lower here. However, if you've done higher levels with us and you want to perform in a higher level, but you're currently having a break, so you haven't been back this year, it's still okay. We can still get you into fantasy. If you're a regular in casual, the teachers will know your skill. So we just need to liaise with whoever you normally do classes with before we can offer you a level. So the point is that no one is counted out of fantasy. Every single person is welcome, current or past student. So yeah, if you're not a regular right now, don't think that you can't do it. Just reach out to us. If you're doing casuals, a teacher will know what is right for you. If you're not doing anything with us at the moment, get in touch with the studio that you want to perform for, and they will organise a time to meet up with you to have a look at what you can currently do and where you might fit. Yeah, so based on all of that I've just told you, if you want to change your preference, I will post something now. You guys can copy. I'm just posting it in the comments. So grab that link if you want to change anything, or if you haven't registered yet. Yeah, it's just gone in there now. Because it's really important that you register, and I'll get to why in a second, which might be next.
I've still got a while.
If your preference is the same after everything I've just told you, as long as you have met all the criteria that I've just explained, you are in.
Yay!
Wait, is that still there?
Wait. Oh,
Yes.
Oh. Yes. Yay!
We will work it out.
Work it out. Great.
We'll just put more polls instead.
Yeah.
So if you've met the criteria that I've just explained, you're in fantasy, and I'll explain what that means for you in a second. If you want to be, you don't have to.
Yes.
Yeah. So back to the situation of all these practice times that are kind of hard to schedule when you're doing fantasy with all the other practice times and all the classes that are going on. We've thought about that a lot this year and how we can make it better, and so we've come up with this grand plan. And what we've done this year, we've decided to create fantasy packages that are kind of all, I don't feel like you're paying out for practice here, there and everywhere multiple times a week. Every package that we put together combines your course with what we call 10 group private practices. There are other things too, but I'll go through those in a second. The 10 group private practice is you guys booking out the studio for an hour, or booking out a room for your group to practice with no one else in there. So just you guys, it's just your team. It doesn't have to be your entire team every time, but it's the practice that you guys will schedule amongst yourselves that is outside of class time. And we're giving you 10 of those, even though there's only 8 weeks, because we know that towards the end you're going to want. So here's the thing with those: you get 10 of them. The idea is do them all together, because it's 10. You get 10 per person that's involved, but it's basically you're creating your own class. So if only half the group can make it, and then the other half of the group are doing other times, split up to 20, but you guys can never come together. So it's really important that you try to schedule all of your practices together and get as many people as possible there. And it's really important that once that is scheduled as a group that you all show up, because those 10 classes or private practices, they expire at the end of the fantasy course. So they're not going to be used on anything else. So it's really important that you guys are during that time. The practice times can be booked any time that we don't have classes running and they're student free. Now at the City Studio, we recognise that there are classes all the time and it's really, really hard to get practice time in. So don't worry too much about that. We have a way to solve that problem for you and we will discuss that with the City students when their course starts. Okay, so we've got 3 packages for you to do with fantasy, and every package involves a deposit in order to secure your spot. So if you have already registered, you are already accepted as long as you meet the criteria and you are ready to pay your deposit from tomorrow. Yeah, so the deposit to book into fantasy is $200 no matter which package you go with. That secures your place. The rest is not payable until the term starts. So if you've already registered, this is only available to you until Saturday the 22nd of April. That is a guaranteed spot for you because you've already put your name down. If you don't register by then, your spot will become open to anyone. Doesn't mean that you miss out. You can still register after that. However, if someone else takes your spot before you get to it, there's nothing you can do because there is only 10 places per show. So yeah, if you can get your deposit and secure your spot if you want to do fantasy, make sure you do it before the 22nd of April, as long as you've registered. If you haven't registered, the link is there. Go register now because you'll be counted. So the packages are, the first package is course and the 10 practices, and it's $340. The deposit booking fee is $200 and the balance of $140 would be payable on week 1 of the term, next term. Package 2 is similar to a Blackburn Park, where you get the course, you get unlimited casuals and more practice sessions, group practice sessions. That is, if the pay up front option for that is $564, same deal, $200 booking fee and $364 payable in week 1. Then there's also package 3 is just a direct debit option of that same deal. So it's of course unlimited casuals and the 10 practice time, and on a direct debit it's $200 booking fee, 8 weekly payments of $55.50, which also starts week 1. So there's 3 options there. We'll have it everywhere in the studio for you guys to have a look at if you didn't get that down. Plus, you'll be able to watch this video again if you need to. The exciting part.
Yay!
Let me see if there's any questions.
Hold on, we had, I registered but couldn't find my email. Does that mean I should do it again?
Couldn't find your email, as in your email to Judy. Might have gone to junk. No, we would have it. You don't need to do it again. We've definitely got your details. So I'll check junk if you haven't got anything from us so far. For those who didn't get an email, check junk because it went out to everyone who had registered. Although if you registered, you didn't get it because this was sent out 3 days ago. So yeah. In the last 3 days, you wouldn't have got anything from us yet, so don't worry, we have everyone's registration. Theme. I'll let Sarah announce the theme.
Okay.
It's really
Do you need a
bad.
drum roll? No.
Wait, I need to
Get ready for this. I'll get out of you.
The theme this year for fantasy is heroes and villains. Woo! So every show has been allocated either a hero or a villain. Predominantly female, yeah. So we're trying to do the whole female thing.
Yay.
How
did you know? What do you mean?
No one leaked it. No one knew except for me. I leaked it.
Probably.
Someone
You
leaked
probably are the lead.
Someone got me yesterday. Like, what the thing? Like, shit. Alright, so you obviously want to know what shows each levels are doing, etc. So these shows that we've allocated were based on the registrations that we got in the last week or so. Anyone who's registered in the last week, we have counted those. There are the potential for more shows to be added, but at this stage, this is what we've allocated. So if your level and location hasn't been read out and you're like, wait, I can't do it, we're going to try and accommodate everyone.
Yeah. So if you've already registered and we don't read it out, don't stress. If you haven't registered and we'll show if we know what the interest is.
So the shows are, so for each studio, for Fairfield, we're going to try and get a Fairfield show running with a mixed level, so any level can register at Fairfield. That show will be, the course will be on Monday nights at 6:30. It will be with the fantastic Liana. Their show theme is Mulan. Yay! So far we have 3 people who have registered, which means there are 7 spots available there. So if you're a Fairfield student and you're like, oh, I don't know, if there's a spot available for you, please jump on. At Mitcham, for level 1 and 2 hammocks, you'll have a combined show. That show will be on Tuesday night, 6:30. That will be when your course is. It's with the lovely Melissa. Your theme is Titania, Queen of the Fairies. So you're going to be fairies. Amazing. We've had 5 people register and there's 5 spots available. So if you're a hammock student and you're unsure, please register. Please do it. We love you. The tissue show will be a combined level 3 to 5. That will be on Thursdays at 7:30 with myself. And we are doing the Snow Queen. So we are going to be fabulous. There have been 7 people who've registered. Thanks, guys. And there's 3 spots available there. Mitcham is also going to have a combined level 5 and 6 show, so level 5 and 6 pole. That will be on Tuesday nights at 8:30 with
Sorry guys.
That
There
was
is
us.
just an update her settings on her laptop. Oh, that
Well,
goes.
she hasn't brought it in, so I can't do it.
Can everyone hear us?
sorry guys.
Hello. You can hear us yet? Awesome. Okay, we'll
So-
continue.
We were, so level 5 to 6 pole at Mitcham will be a combined course. It will be Tuesday 8:30 with Miranda, and you guys will be doing the Voodoo Queen. Now, we've had a number of people register for this one. So
Yeah, so look, at the moment it's basically full, but however, people may not take up their spot, so continue to register. And, we don't want anyone to miss out if they're interested in performing. So
we can always add more shows.
Yeah.
Basically. So, but if you are desperate to do 5 to 6 shows with Miranda, register tonight.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
We're going to do a level 1 pole show with Mitcham. Monday 7:30. That will be with Amelia. Yay! So for all you burlesque ladies who were unsure about whether or not you wanted to be involved and you've done pole before, do level 1 pole, Amelia. You guys are doing Princess Jasmine, which makes me
That's gonna just
ridiculously
Yeah,
happy.
that was so
We've had 5 people register, so there's 5 spots available. So if you're a burlesque student who is like, oh, I don't really want to pole,
Yeah.
do it because it will be
Yeah.
lots of fun and Amelia's
or a level 1 student is
it's
fine
open.
at every level. Yeah.
All right, CBD, you ready? Got a lot of shows. CBD has a level 1. It will be on Sunday at 10 a.m. with Juliet.
So we should probably explain first that because CBD has so many classes that we can't take out, pretty much all of the fantasy shows have to be on a Sunday, or there's one on a Saturday. However, it's one term and it's worth it. It's worth it. So it's not Sunday's not every day. Yeah.
So level 1 at CBD will be Juliet. Your thing is Harlequin. So
Yeah.
very cool. We've had 4 people register, so we do have spots available. We're going to do a combined level 2 and 3 at CBD. Their performance called Lee. And you guys are going to be Katniss from the Hunger Games. So a very, very cool show. We've had a lot of people register for that one as well. So again, if you're a level 2 or 3 student and you are super keen, 8 o'clock tomorrow is the spot. We're going to do a combined level 4 and 5 at CBD. We'll be on Sundays at 11 a.m. with Laura. And your theme is Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. We've had 9 people register, which means there is 1 coveted spot left. So if you're a level 4 or 5 student and you are doing a theme, jump on. We have level 6 at CBD. That course will be Sundays at 12 p.m. That will be with Natalia. We'll see you guys at Cleopatra, the Egyptian queen. Very jealous of this one.
Yeah, I love that one.
I
love them all.
Me too. I'm like, I want to do that one. I want to do that one. So we've had 7 people register for level 6 CBD, which means there's 7 spots available, 3 spots available, so jump on in. We're going to do a level 7 at CBD. There is a level 7 course. I know everyone gets to ask me about that. It will be on Saturday at 1 p.m. with Sherry. And you guys are the Queen of the Damned. So the Queen of the Vampires is super badass. There's 5 people registered. At the Hawthorne Studio with myself and Michelle. So Hawthorne has a combined level 1 to 3. We've had a lot of people registered for this one as well. That course will be on Mondays at 7:30. That course is with Michelle. Tia. Hi, Michelle. And your theme is, and this is probably my absolute favorite one. You guys are just a rabbit, so super sensible Michelle villain. Very, very happy. And obviously that works for Michelle. Hawthorne has a level 7 course. You guys will be, we are the Queen of Hearts. So I had 6 of my girls register, which means we have 4 spots available for 7 at Hawthorne. Greensy, based on our register for Greensborough and Reservoir, at the time that we did these show allocations, we only allocated a certain number of shows, but there's the potential to have more. And given the registrations that we've had in the last 2 days, and Beck, we're going to have to put on more shows. So,
Sarah, when was level 7?
Tuesday, 8:30, for level 7 at Hawthorne. All right, Greensborough, you have a level 1 and 3 show. This is what was based on registrations done at the beginning of the week. That course will be on Fridays at 6:30 with the delightful Steph, and you guys are Ursula.
So guys, if you missed it, we'll post all this after. Go to the Pole Princess Facebook fan page. We'll post all the dates, times, and themes. So don't stress too much.
So Greensy level 1 and 3 combined Friday 6:30 with Steph, and you guys are Ursula. We've had lots of you guys register, like a ridiculous amount. So fantastic. There's going to be a Greensborough level 2 show on Thursday night at 7:30 with Alison, and you guys are Sarah Connor from The Terminator. they're Greensboro, and I know I've spoken to Anne about this one. Level 4, Friday night, 7:30 with Anne and Beth together, and you guys are Daenerys from Game of Thrones, and Rebecca is ridiculously excited. So if you're a Game of Thrones fan and you're please do it for the show because she can't stop talking about it. Reservoir is going to have a combined from 5 to 7 on Tuesday nights at 6:30 with the wonderful Samantha, and you guys are Wonder Woman. And there's been lots of you registered. Knoxfield has a show. Yay! It's a mixed level show, so any level, if you're a Knoxfield student and you're in any level from 1 to 6 and you want to perform, there's spaces available. That course will be on Sunday mornings, 10:30 with Veronica, and you are Black Widow from. Okay, there we go. I should say that. Now, in terms of Mount Waverley, at the moment, at the time that we were doing the show allocation, didn't have very many registrations. We're currently discussing the possibility of having 2 shows, probably a lower level and a higher level mixed shows, but we just need more registrations from you. So if you're a Mount Waverley student and you want to do fantasy, please register. Find that link that we posted earlier, and we are trying to put on at least 1 show, hopefully 2 for you.
A lot of the registrations that we've had for Mount Waverley are really big levels, so we're going to do definitely one, probably 2, but we're just not 100% sure what they're going to be. So we need more registrations because that helps us make a decision.
We definitely want one. So
Yeah.
Waverley, say every studio is represented.
Yeah. Do we have any questions before we go?
Just confirming. A lot of people are confirming what the levels are. So like we said, we'll be registering, posting them after.
You said Voodoo Queen 5 Mission?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you don't know who that is, she's Marie Laveau.
So if I registered for fantasy originally at Knox, am I registered for the performance, or do I? No, you don't have to re-register if you've already registered. You only need to re-reference based on what you've just heard, or if you haven't registered yet. Those are the only 2 reasons. If everything stays the same as what you originally put down after hearing this, then there's nothing left to do. The only thing you need to do is call us tomorrow and pay a deposit.
Yes,
Book
tomorrow.
your spot.
So do we have to know what package we'd like to be
No.
on before we pay a deposit?
No, but we will need to know probably within a week if you can, because
Put it through the
So we can
system
put it
and
through the
allocate it
system,
to. If you're really unsure of your registration for your studio, and when you make your deposit, and they can confirm if your registration went through.
okay.
I think you're pretty right with that. Well, you got to call them to me. I'm hiding. Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of people say they didn't get an email. Check your junk because it definitely all went out. Can you book in now? Where do you go, Sim?
Sim's a Mitchell student.
Yeah.
Hi!
At the moment.
You can't wait until tomorrow.
Call tomorrow after 10 a.m. Who is Rachel?
Whether we can know what package we need to be on. So you need to let us know
Yeah,
within
no.
a week.
Yeah, don't need to tell us which package right now, because they're all the same deposit. We can change that, but not. Yeah, let us know within a week. You won't need to. Everyone's got their first preference.
Everyone's got their
Everyone's got your first preference unless you feel the form out. Wife, cheeky bugger, and put down 2 first preferences, then that's a problem.
Now we're just confused.
Now we're confused, so we'll work that bit out. But if you've only registered once, you've got your first preference. Timetables will be out
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
timetables will be out Tuesday. When this week?
We know what Annie's working on this weekend.
Timetables are the same.
Timetables are very similar. So, but we've read out when those courses have been.
what info do you want emailed out, Laura? This webinar will be emailed out. The link to it will be emailed. It will also be posted on our Facebook pages. The problem is if you ever unsubscribe from our emails, we can never add you back. So that might also be a reason. If you've ever done it once, we can't add you back. So that could be one reason, or our stuff could be in junk. But it definitely goes out. And if you don't get it, check the Facebook page because we always put the same thing on there anyway. Anything else? That's it, yeah?
Are you excited? Be excited.
You're scaring me.
We'll wait a couple minutes in case there are more questions, and then we might leave you with that. All students included. Are there any possibilities of pass? Yeah, well, all students who have already registered are included, right?
What we've done is we've worked it out that
Yeah.
yes, if you've registered, then you'll be included.
Yeah.
There's a possibility of adding more shows, and then once we have that first round of registrations, we can look at what spaces we have available where, and if you want to perform and you can get into a show for whatever reason.
If you don't, however, in within the Saturday, the 2nd of April, the spot will be open to other people, and you could miss out then. So if you did put your name down for a course that we just read out as full, I wouldn't wait if you want to do it.
They have to level down if your course is full. Stress eating Easter eggs. Don't eat too many.
Well, actually, eat all these. All of them.
Now.
Every right. And then for the rest of it.
Don't cry me shooting Sarah. Just couldn't put it out.
I think that's all the questions we have. It's been really exciting. I think it's been really productive.
Yeah.
Much better than trying to get people into the Mitcham thing that we used to do. And yeah,
This is much better than you having to read 7 pages of information.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And we're pretty fun to be around on a Friday night. Let's be honest.
We have beanbag guys.
Yeah.
We actually have beanbags.
Very nice.
All right, guys. Thank you for giving us your Friday night. We'll probably leave it there now. We will go and post the themes now, and depending on how long this video comes, we might post a link to it as well. Otherwise, everything we've said will come to you again over the next couple of questions. Just let reception know that. Please be mindful that the reception knows about as much as we know at the moment. So it will take, they won't know the answer right on the spot. So there's just a lot for them to do. So they will have to go back and forth with the owners to find out the right answers and come back to you. They might not know everything straight away. So for now, all you need to know is when the course is on, that if you've registered, you're in it in your first preference, and if you're happy with that, you can go ahead and book. It's not an online registration. You can only book into Fantasy over the phone because we need to make sure that you are the person registered. Which the phone's diverted, Rachel, so don't stress. I don't have any plans, so it'll be me answering the phone.
Yeah, same with the whole
Real chat.
Why don't we just hang out in the studio with diverted phones? And then we can get each
Oh, we got some classes. So I'll be answering the phones tomorrow while Sarah's teaching, and I'll
pretend that we're
present.
going to train, but we won't really train.
No, we might need Easter eggs and phone roll.
Yeah.
That's what our class after Saturday at Hawthorne. And you know that. There might be an Easter egg hunt.
All right, guys, we're getting silly now, so we might leave you there. Thank you for your interest. It's been amazing. It's such a good time of year when we can put fantasy on. It's a shame we can't do it every year. But it's a big deal. So looking forward to seeing you all there.
Thanks, guys.
Happy Easter.